You know, I was kind of wondering what would be the next subject for this vlog series. I wonder what could be. Whoa, nice, look at that. Very beautiful. I thought like what could be the next topic for my next vlog. And this dog barked at me and I made like picture of this background because I thought, yeah, this looks quite cool, you know. It's, of course, on the smartphone it's a little bit darker. And while I was driving and walking and this dog was barking, the idea came to me. How about nothing? Oh yeah, no. The actual idea was like to show, you know, this is like I don't know if you can see this shit. This is like the edge, you know, one of like, I don't know, 20-30 edges of this very small village, and this feels like beautiful. This is like this is where the zone ends. Oh shit, it's like, oh no, it's a metal piece. I thought this is like where the level ends, you know. This is where the next level has to load up, like in the cache or some kind of cutscene where you go to the field. And I love this about this village, you know. Technically speaking, you have this everywhere, but this corner felt very special to me in regards to this is the end of the level. Yeah. Oh, the dog stopped barking. I think it's always a good combination when you're a busy house owner and like you have like one job and you have like a family, and maybe on the weekends you're only there, and from Monday to Friday you're at work, and like you're totally neglecting that animal. This is like the highest level of animal abuse, and I think I'm not pro animal abuse, but I think it's kind of funny. You do all the shit just so your property is protected. From what? From who? Nobody's here. Like seriously, nobody's here, man. Like a serious injury and you're kind of dead, man. And this is like real talk. And but how about I put a living being that needs like attention and care and food and shelter and a toilet and whatnot? How about I put this animal on my property so it can go insane? Like, take 1 second, one little second, and think about, like, imagine you would be a dog, you know, and like your job is to secure the perimeter, secure the property, you know, but you're barking because intruders appear. Like in the beginning, you're like a small little puppy. You don't know anything about the world, you know. Like postman comes up and you see him as an enemy, classic cliche / joke, and and you bark your soul out, your heart out, like for hours at a time. And nobody like recognizes. In the beginning, maybe 2 or 3 times the people might look. But afterwards, nah, nothing happens. You know, you bark and bark and bark, and like, if good shit happens and you bark, nobody comes, and if bad shit happens and you bark, nobody comes. And let's see, just want to go up to that village shield thingy, Tall Bath, 2 kilometers from here. Yeah, and so you bark your soul out. Basically, nothing happens, and everyone ignores you. And so you come to realize the only way of coming out of this alive is either you run away, which oh, some dirt fell on the road, which means like animal shelter, I don't know, these animal, what is it, like shelter guys drive around like in cartoons or movies. If they pick you up because you're a stray, put you like in, what is it? Yeah, animal shelter, basically, animal prison, where you get like put to sleep, you know, or somebody else adopts you. Haha, this will never ever happen in our consumerism society. Yeah, man, I said society, I really said it. It's all about the new, the fresh stuff, you know, like when you wipe with your finger about it, you know, put your finger on something and makes that squeaky noise, that squeak. And this is basically the test for everything in your life. And when you get a new puppy, you know, you do that finger smudge thingy, you know, you hear that squeaking. If it doesn't squeak, throw it in the trash, you know, or maybe sell it if you're a warm-hearted person. And yeah, so basically all these animals are there to protect the property. They get the minimum of attention, you know. Like if you look at a stray dog, you know, like a wolf or a dog outside, you know, in the outside world, like they're happy in a family, like a big pack or whatnot, you know. They might have their social structures like same as in our society, but yeah, they're kind of happy because they're not like drying out towards social components. So this is kind of insane. So yeah, we have I was like getting to a certain point but drifted apart. So the first option for you as a dog, or I don't know, maybe the owner has like a reptilian, a cat to protect property. Cats are also very funny. They're kind of dumb as fuck, and by every possibility they can get out, they try to get out and run under a car, and that's it, you know. And like one dude told me there was one guy driving around and he tried to kill him, you know, just by driving around. So in a passive aggressive way he was like the ultimate animal murderer, you know. Think about it, man. It's just a good sketch. I also thought about like a movie idea when I was buying some shit today, like what was it? Was something like it's like a German horror movie. The basic concept is like supermarkets here in Bavaria, they're open from 7 to 20 o'clock, you know, 7 a.m. to 8 p.m. That is like usual business plan around here. And what if like some torture group is like collecting people and they put them out at certain areas, you know, like 500 meters away from the supermarket, but they always like softly torture them, or I don't know, hardcore torture them, and they trap them from 7 a.m. till 7:59 p.m. you know, like they have 1 minute time left to do this 500 meter sprint. And this is like the whole concept of the movie or the series, you know. They trap people and then they have to escape. And this is like the whole idea, man. And somehow, yeah, the bad people die and shit like that. But think about this movie. I think it would be quite awesome, man, as the main story. And what was the other thing? Yeah, the other thing. So either you try to escape as a dog, jump over the fence, the animal shelters after you, or you bite somebody because you're like so desperate and insane as a dog, and everybody neglects you. And by this means like they also put you in a shelter and put you to sleep, like sleep forever, of course, the forever sleep box. And either that or what was the other thing? Yeah, the final thing, this thin slice that keeps a dog mentally grounded to the minimum, I think, is like, this is like a small village, population 2,000 people, and I think, or say, like 10 or 15 dog owners around here. And at night you hear a lot of dogs woof and bark and whatnot, you know, bark. And I think this is like they're communicating at night for various reasons. One is like car traffic is less, so when they bark, the acoustic message gets transported very clear. They bark at day as well, but more like, you know, they do their job in like protecting property, even if they know it's useless. And at night they kind of try to communicate, and this is like the minimum, you know, like I think it's a basic talk shit like, how are you? I'm good. How are you? I'm also good. And then they bark again like, you know what I said about feeling good? Let's rephrase that. I feel like shit, man. I think I'm losing my mind. Something like that, you know. And this is what keeps them going. Maybe I give like too much, I think too much or put too much thought into this, but this is kind of, you know, animals, not animals, dogs aren't the stupidest animals, and I think this is how they kind of survive, considering the fact that our modern medicine keeps them alive the longest possible way ever, and like most of the people who miss their dog are also ready to, you know, pay for the operations a dog needs. And by that, this means like they kind of force these dogs to keep alive. Imagine you would be a dog, man. Like in perspective, calculating shit like imagine you have to like protect a property for 30 fucking years. You know, you wake up, you get your food, drink, piss, shit, eat, I don't know, sleep. But other than that, you have like 99% of time to protect property, you know, keep an open eye. I think dogs sleep like 16 hours or something, so this leaves them with 8 hours, but still, or was it cats? I don't know. It's like another thing. Like imagine nature plays you such a fucking card, man. Like 2/3 of your life you're kind of wasting just with sleeping. And I don't think that dogs do have very complex dreams. Yeah, so they're in this coma-like state for 2/3 of their life, and this other third is like losing your mind, protecting something that doesn't need to be protected, and you get like in trouble. In the best case, people ignore you, and in a much worse case, they kind of scream at you, or even more worse, they abuse and beat you, you know. So then you're especially confused as a dog. Yeah, this is all. Now I sound like an ultimate hippie or something, but I'd say I'm just a big animal pro guy, you know. I respect animal rights to a certain degree. I do enjoy my salami or a steak if somebody gives me one, a steak, but I try to avoid to buy meat, or basically I'm not buying meat at all. Maybe maximum is like I got like some, what was it, piece of bread, kind of hard to describe, you know, like something from the bakery with a little bit of meat cubes on him. Fuck, man. Like, yeah, so this is what I'm thinking about dogs and whatnot, and that's why I think I'm kind of like not the ultimate animal activist, but let's just put it this way, I wouldn't ever consider getting an animal because I wouldn't care about it, and I wouldn't like keep it alive. So by not getting one, I'm not part of the problem. Now I could do the activist route, you know, and go to protests and do shit like that, but I don't feel like that, man. That's not me. Yeah, and like when I said something with dogs and dreams, I remember two things. The first dream I had on Sunday was something like I drove in a car illegal, you know, without a license plate, and the police stopped me. They found out about it, and they got kind of grumpy. Like they said, you know, that's illegal, dude, but I'm gonna give you a soft warning, and that is it. You have to like push your car to your final destination. I won't allow that you drive it, but I also won't give you a ticket. Just push it till the end. And this was quite a nice move from the cop in my dreams. And the other thing was like, what was that? Also something very bizarre, and I had it today. And I know sometimes I dream shit, and I can remember it only in the evening or at night, but somehow I can't recollect it all. This turned out to be a little bit longer than ever. Ironic that the lighting is worse than ever, because I don't have a front light cam, and even if I had, I wouldn't turn it on, and I would go blind. Oh yeah, and I remember also why the dog topic appeared, because like there are like these sheets, and then in these sheets some person is looking for a dog, and you know, they're kind of looking for the dog because they think they grew attached to the dog, but in reality it looks like they just need a dog so they don't feel lonely. But as soon, let's give it like 1 or 2 months, the dog hasn't been found, so they buy like 2 or 3 other dogs, and that is it. End of the fucking chapter, man. And this is how people are in general, so that's why I'm not a big fan. Like, you could say I'm anti-social, man. Yeah, that's it.